Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to Rescue HQ. It's episode 5 and I'm still working on the remodeling. Previous episode I moved a whole lot of police work over to the other section of the headquarters, and now we have this large room here on the left that I can still use for other purposes. Now what we have over here is a ragtag combination of logistics or support buildings or support areas. It just does not make any sense, and that's something that I want to be addressing right now. Because, for example, this kitchen is just 7 fridges, which works, but it's a bit weird of a use of space. So what I'm going to do is just move some stuff around. For example, the relaxation room, I want that to be over here. That is, if this thing will actually move. Which, for some reason, it will not. Ah, right, probably because it's not a relaxation room. I imagine that would help. Now it's our relaxation room, and now I should be able to move some stuff from one spot to the other. Of course, they cannot reach it at the moment. That is fine. And I should just add a door, and that should resolve the situation. So that's the relaxation room. Leaves plenty of room for growth. Now over here, I want to make one larger bathroom. So that I might be able to free up a bathroom I have, I think, somewhere on the other side of the station. Or not. Nope, I don't have another I don't have another toilet. This is it. What I can do, however, is just make sure that this gets a little bigger. Because going through the bathroom to meet up to another room just doesn't really sit well with me. I can get rid of the door. I don't need that anymore. I can get rid of these walls. Okay, so now I have enough expansion room for the bedroom. Sorry, for the bathroom, not the bedroom. This toilet over here, I'm going to completely dismantle because I don't think that it's required in its current form, and all the items can be moved over to the other side. This is the bathroom that I was looking for. And there is one potential problem with this, and that is that people will have to go all the way over here in order just to go to the bathroom. Big deal. So be it. You're just gonna have to walk across the station. If at some point I go for the extended area over here, then I can always set up an additional either smaller bathroom or just an additional bathroom over there. No, I think I'm putting these things on the wrong side, actually. And maybe the bathroom is one tile too large. One row. Because right now, I'm basically wasting one row. So I might have to just make it a little bit smaller. And of course, yes, during this episode I will get around to actually doing some emergencies. That is what we are here for. Okay, this toilet's gonna switch over to another side. That's the shower stall. Because what I mean is that this whole section is basically superfluous. The problem is I need to set up probably a temporary extra wall over here just... Yeah, the game won't let me. The game won't let me. If I assign this to a separate room, what happens? So if I set up this part as bedroom... Yeah, the game is not gonna let me do anything like that. Okay, so be it. Pull that to the bedroom. Increase kitchen size, at least... What? Oh. There we go. Now I can set up all the other elements. Like, for example, the small sections of wall between the shower stalls. And in the bathroom tab, the toilets. Let's see, that gives me plenty of showers and plenty of toilets, I think. Maybe a few too many even. Because I still want to have a couple of the bathroom sinks over here. And throw up some walls. There you go. Okay, so that's the new bathroom. That leaves these guys a little confused about what suddenly happens to their room. But we're going to be switching over this room to have another purpose. For example, a new bedroom. I do at some point get the capability of unlocking for the bedroom the bunk beds. They're pretty cheap, $250, and that's what I want to set up over here. So I want to have a double capacity for beds and just move the kitchen over here. Because right now I have two separate kitchens, which is a really, well, pretty bad space or use of space. So these guys all move over. This is once again when I would really like the game to have a select all feature and move everything across. But that either is still in the works or is not something that these guys have, well, thought to make. So we're going to have our fridge hole over here. And the fridge is from over here. This is such a weird room. I mean, I don't have a morgue, but this thing can make do in a pinch. That's a really weird use of space. Okay, so that's that. Next, increase the size of that. Remove this door. And now I have a larger bedroom. So now I can start to set up additional beds, and I'm going to wait a little bit for that to make bunk beds. Over here, we have a couple of inmates, which I'm currently working on. That sounds terrible, but, you know, I'm trying to get these guys straight. And over here, I have something else. Another empty room. Same for this, actually. And this. What am I going to do with all that space? I don't need more holding cells. There is the evidence locker. Evidence storage. We programmed this evidence safe to be as safe as it gets. Anything disappears, blame your officers. A safe in which collected evidence is kept until it's needed to complete a case. I still need to get that. This thing can hold 10 evidence and is costing me 800 research points. So that is definitely still a long way off. Alright, let's just proceed with the game for now, because we still have a couple of events coming up. For starters, we're going to have armed attacks. Get cracking on them, prepare for a major bust by the end of the week. I still have a couple of days for that, so we should be fine. Lots of people are just wondering what to do with their life. These firefighters, police officers over here, it's like they have no clue. Which I don't really get, because they can go anywhere they like. I still have a training facility here, but I might need to expand on that a little bit. Because I think that we have more people over here than we have training equipment. Unfortunately, fitting in a couple more of these might prove to be a little trickier than I'd hoped. Can I? Yeah, no, not really. I cannot fit another area in there. These are very expensive. 800 research points just for another obstacle climbing, a jerry can simulation, or a burning barrel practice. Why exactly you would want a burning barrel practice station inside your station is something that is very confusing to me. But maybe somebody else can make more sense of that. Okay, it looks like we're going to need a few more couches over here in the relaxation room. For the bedroom, I want the bunk beds. So we're going to have quite a bit more sleeping space for these guys. Although, there is not a whole lot of use that I'm currently seeing out of it. I will let her sleep, but we're going to be doing a whole lot of IKEA-ing around her. So all of these bunk beds are going to get constructed. Then over here, I want to go for the larger relaxation area, which is the sofa and the sofa chair, but again 500 stars for that. So that is going to be a little ways off. Until then, I'm just going to set up a couple of couches And these guys can have their relaxation as desired. Look at that, they can't wait to sit down. Are they really that tired? Oh, at least these things come in different colors as well. Okay, what do we have? Emergency. The store is being robbed. Bystanders have called the emergency number. The perpetrators are still inside. We shall require a set of SWAT gear. I have 2. I only need 2 officers and SWAT gear and a police cruiser, and we can go. Next. Collision involving multiple vehicles. I still don't really get why the map is overlapping my tabs over here. Could be another bug. We need 2 firefighters, so I can send a small fire engine with a couple of firefighters. We're going to need, I think, just 1 police cruiser with a couple of officers and an ambulance. And we got a 100%. It's not a successful emergency. Jesus, it's getting busy here. Local business reports fire coming out. Or, well, smoke coming out. I need a fire extinguishing vehicle. I would... Oh, crap. Oh, it's the hippies again. It is the hippies again. I'm going to have to send this vehicle with a whole bunch of tired operatives out to meet that area. Modifiers, minus 5%, because so many people are tired. Yeah, that's not good. Air tanks. Give these guys 6 air tanks. I need a couple of police officers. I am running out of vehicles for the police. That's a bit problematic. I might have to get more vehicles. 99% dispatch is, with the resources that I have, good enough. But that does leave me over here in a bit of a pinch. Because this thing, I don't think I can get to 100%. Yep, I cannot get it. Because I don't actually have a water tank. So I'm not sure how these guys are going to put out the fire, but it's not going to be using water. Maybe pee on it? I don't know. Citizens have gathered to exercise their right to protest. Get a small police crew. You mean 8 police troops, and get over there. That means that once again we're sending out pretty much the whole department. I think we might need more officers. 28, 31 out of 40, so I can hire more officers. We got no applicants though. Ah, good. We at least got some officers back. A new suspect arriving. I need these vehicles to get repaired. I need this one to get repaired. Right. Financial report. No, not enough radiology stations. Well, that is something that I can work on. But it is going to be pretty expensive, because it's another 200 stars. And it is not something that I want to... Actually, no, I can go for that. Since I have enough couches over there, I can now get one of these. It's only 10,000. Only 10. It's a very expensive radiology station. But still. If you hold on for a little bit longer, we suddenly spawn in a radiology station and we can help you out. Yep. Look at that. X-ray. This thing can be produced by the station after production is stored in the slot until a crew member takes it. Speaking of crew members, where is all my medical staff at? Ah, this one seems to be attending to the patient. Where are you going? Oh. I guess they found out that this was taking a little bit too long to wait. Well, shit. I have 2 fire emergencies, and I can only handle 1. An elevator alarm has been triggered. And the other one... This thing I can probably handle a little easier, and the other one's cheaper to ask for help. 68. How much can we get? 92. Ooh. Once again, I am missing the capability of putting out fires. But I cannot... Well, I can send both trucks. I just don't really want to. Fine, it is going to be surplus. This one I'm going to ask for help. from a different department. And over here, there is more fighting in a pub. Always a fun thing to happen. A couple of officers in a cruiser, and off you go. So it is definitely time to start investing in a new vehicle. Because the amount of times that I'm getting fire or insufficient fire trucks is starting to get worrying. Let's see, we got the tiller truck. That is the ladder truck that I have over here. And the basic fire truck, the basic fire engine, carries water, pumps, and equipment. Extendable ladder, I'm going to go for one of these. I hope that that's not going to dig into my finances too much. Yeah, it is not looking too good. We are still solving cases over here, so that's good. But yeah, there are no files at the moment. So as much as I would like to solve cases, there is nothing to be done. We're first going to have to do a couple of these things and then go for the solving of the case. This thing has a case, but it doesn't have any evidence. So I cannot actually solve the case. So we are going to have a backlog of cases over here. We already got 4, but without an evidence locker, I cannot actually do anything about it. So I'm going to have to save up quite a few more stars and get to the evidence locker. Okay, tourist had a little bit too much and collapsed. Stay light in the paperwork. This is an international business. Okay. So we're going to take this thing quiet. We're going to send Blaine and 2 police officers in a cruiser. Maybe 3. Hold on. I'm going to have to unlock crowd control gear. Okay, take a van. Believe it or not, a fire department had called fire. This is not the first time this has happened. I demand that we install sprinklers on all fire departments. Because it's getting a little out of hand. The amount of times that I have to send out my people to go after another fire department. Come on. Let's see, medical staff, ambulance. That is my second and last ambulance out on patrol. Do I really need to send out another fire engine? We also have insufficiency in air tanks. So I just cannot go for 100% there. Here's the renowned video store mission again. It's an easy way to train up a couple of rookies. Okay, I need 800 points to get the evidence storage. No, that's medical. Here, 800. It is a pretty big evidence storage locker. I don't think I can fit that in here. So I might have to find a different place for it. Or I could relocate these police lockers. For example, to over here. And that might give me the room that I need. So if I designate this area as utility. And remove that door. And remove the wall. Then I can start to move these police lockers over. Again, select all would have been handy. Now I am thinking of hiring additional personnel, but my problem is that they're also going to cost more money. And with that comes quite the burden on my finances, which are already stretched pretty thin as is.
An undercover agent managed to get intel about a personal site inspection by the local kingpin. This would be a great opportunity to nab and interrogate him.
Prepare for sniper gear, SWAT gear, and a large police force. Okay, well, I guess the game just made the decision for me. I am going to have to get the additional police staff. Unfortunately. Because I don't really like doing that. Okay, this at the very least gives me enough room to set up the evidence locker. I just need about 140 more points. Okay, what do we have? Local business, reports fire or reports smoke coming out. Everybody is tired. I could just send Eugenio and one of the more fatigued guys. Downtown pub. Again, I don't have any riot gear, so it's just going to be manpower for this one. And lots of it. And here, a hemp paraphernalia shop. Okay, that's a police cruiser and 3 operatives. Officers. Why do I keep calling them operatives? Too much XCOM. Okay. So it's time to hire some more people. But I think that I have turned off and or sold all of the recruitment stations for the cops. Are these... Yeah, this is for fire department. Hold. Yeah, I did sell them for the cops. So I'm gonna have to buy one of them back. Office, medical, fire, police. Hold on, the game accepts that positioning? Okay, I'll deal with that. What do we have? A car has crashed into a building but taken a corner too fast. Learn to drive. We're gonna have to send out 5 firefighters and on top of that 1 police van. Lacking anything else. And this one, well, I don't like it, but I have to ask for help. So be it. But once again, it highlights the necessity of having more people and more vehicles. Okay, I'm getting closer to the 800 mark. I need 4 points? Fantastic. Okay. Don't go for this. We cannot actually do this. Proceed to the next shift. This is a priority. I want to hire more people. There's currently nobody to hire, though. No applicants whatsoever. Okay, they're going to start doing the interview process, or at least the finding new people process. And I can finally get my evidence locker. Office, here we go. We're gonna very subtly place that right smack down in the middle of the police station. There you go. So now I can actually go for solving some cases. I wonder how that's going to work. And I wonder what sort of rewards I'm going to get out of it. Why do we not have any evidence? Where are you going with that? Oh, you're deploying it on here? I wonder what the chain is. How do you get evidence? Okay, new emergencies. During a local running race, some streakers have been reported running alongside the pack. Ah, yes. Let's see if we can get those guys caught by a couple of officers. Oh, I need 4. Oh, come on. I don't want to send out my vans if I don't have to. Large pack of tourists, 1 too many to drink. 2 cruisers, or 2 police officers. And 2 medical staff. Resident in a central area penthouse reports a strong revolving smell. Yeah, somebody died in there. Unfortunately, I don't think I have... No, actually, I do have a contamination suit. No, I don't. Well, shit. Okay, that's in a police cruiser. 90%. 100. That's going to be a pretty dirty job. Not enough intensive care units. Yeah. Financials. We're still healthy. So we should be fine. And it's still day 2, so I can still fix the situation and have enough available. Now. More officers. And preferably a bigger vehicle. What do we have for the cops? The riot truck for 700 points. That's going to be a little ways off. But we got 3 crews out on emergencies, so we could have this thing in, well, maybe a day. And we got the police command vehicle, but that's too expensive. I wouldn't be able to afford that. We got a police pursuit vehicle. The off-road fire truck. The K-Dow. Oh, it's a command vehicle. It probably offers bonuses to all units who are currently out on an emergency. 70, 60, 60. It's speeding things along nicely. We got an emergency ambulance. Quickly transports first medical personnel. Or first response medical personnel, but it probably doesn't have a lot of transport capacity. What do we have here? Sports fans have met on the street. Again. And once again, I'm running into the limitations of not having riot gear. So it's a police van with a couple of officers. That is one officer too many. And an ambulance. What's next? Damn long-hurled fools. Jesus, more guys putting forest fires. Although it looks to me like it's not exactly a forest fire. Okay, we need a fire vehicle. We need 6 air tanks. We need the riot or the crowd control gear again. I think that should be the next unlock, not a vehicle. 99% dispatch. I'll take 99%. And we're informed an ambush has been set up. This is basically a stakeout. Good for the less experienced members of the crew. Okay, so crowd control gear. Here we are. That takes up a fair amount of space. And unfortunately, I don't really have too much room to deploy that. What I can do is just put as many lockers into this locker room. And then try to have more gear over here. Because I like having my gear together. Makes it easier to find. And especially if stuff gets damaged. Which, in the case of locker or riot control, does tend to happen. Oh, sorry, crowd control. I already have riot gear. It does tend to happen. You need to get it repaired and you need to get it back in order. Okay, that's another 70 stars. A whole bunch more emergencies. What do we have here? Sports fans. Again. Jeez, we need more missions. This is getting a bit standard at this point. Off you go. What do we have here? A case of turning wheels of power. High clearance employee lost their prototype smart device. Yes, we've seen that before as well. There we go. And a fire. Yep, a fire. So a fire truck. Although we don't really need the ladder. There you go. Fix that thing up. And I was moving around lockers. Oh, hold on. Am I moving firefighter lockers? Yeah. It's not a bad thing, but I wanted to get the police lockers moved over first. I'm also going to add another door over here, because at the moment they're going to have to go through here, there, and then move into the locker room, which is causing a bit of delay. So let's throw in an extra door. 50. How are we doing for evidence? Still nothing. Where does one get evidence? This is the detective. This converts it into a case. This converts paperwork to a file. Do we even have enough paperwork? Not in there. We do have some paperwork in here. And there, and there. So paperwork is aplenty. It's just a question of how do we turn paperwork into a piece of evidence. Because we cannot be manufacturing evidence. Alright, I'm going to look that up, and I will come back to you next episode when I have figured that out. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you soon for the next one.